Well, what's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Thanksgiving, but man, a very tough loss for the Chiefs today. Losing to the Dallas Cowboys 31 to 28. It was a hard-fought game, a nail-biting game as expected, but we come up short as we now fall to 6-6 on the season, and now our chances of making it to the playoffs are in jeopardy. uh, 6-6, we now pretty much have to win out, and uh, win our remaining 5 games, and get help from other teams if we want to somehow sneak into the playoffs. So, just disappointing. We started out well, and Mahomes threw for 4 touchdowns in this game, but wasn't enough. Some costly penalties. Dak Prescott over 300 yards passing. So, anyway, Cowboys will get the ball first, but on their first drive on Prescott's second attempt of the game, his pass would be intercepted by Chiefs cornerback Jalen Watson, and a 14-yard interception put us in great field position. Then a 10-yard pass to Hollywood Brown. Then, at the Cowboys 27, Mahomes would find Rashee Rice from 27 yards out to put us up 7-0. So that was an outstanding start. Scoring a touchdown on our opening drive, something we did not do last week on Sunday against the Colts. So that put us up 7-0. The Cowboys then come right back to tie it up 7-7 as Prescott would find wide receiver CeeDee Lamb on 3rd and 10 to tie it up 7-7, only for us to go back on top 14-7. Mahomes would find Travis Kelce from 2 yards out on 4th and goal to put us up 10-7, and the Cowboys then make it a 14-10 game on a 49-yard field goal by Brandon Aubrey, who's been outstanding this season. He's been probably the best kicker in the NFL this season, making long field goals look easy. He's made several 55 plus field goals this season, including one from 66 yards. So he's been outstanding. The Cowboys then take a 17-14 lead with just about 3 minutes left in the first half. Has running back Malik Davis a 43-yard touchdown run to make it 17-14. So trying then to tie it up, heading into the locker room. But unfortunately, that would not happen. But we get the ball to start the second half. But unfortunately, we would go 3 and out. Could have, had a chance to tie it if there was not a offensive pass interference on Xavier Worthy. So that would keep it a 17-14 Dallas lead. They would then make a 20-14 game. 7 plays, they would use up 78 yards only to get a 36-yard field goal to make it 20-14. Then an 11-play drive used up 80 yards as Mahomes would find Rashee Rice from 3 yards out on 4th and goal again. So that would put us up 21-20. The Cowboys then go back on top 28-21 as Prescott would find running back Javonte Williams from 3 yards out. And then they would go for 2 to go up by 7. And Prescott would find George Pickens to make it a 7-point game at 28-21 with about 11 minutes left. Fortunately, then we would go 3 and out. A holding penalty on the Chiefs would push us back, and the Cowboys then take a 10-point lead. It could have been a lot more. 26-yard field goal, so we'd be down by 10 with just over 5 minutes to go. So needing somewhat of a miracle. And a 42-yard pass, a key play, Mahomes to Worthy on 3rd and 5 would put us at the Dallas 20. And then Mahomes would find Hollywood Brown from 10 yards out to make it 31-28. So 4 touchdowns on the day for Mahomes playing in the state where he grew up. Of course, he went to college at Texas Tech, but had never played at AT&T Stadium. So his first time playing here at AT&T Stadium. So, it was just pretty much had to stop the Cowboys. We had all 3 timeouts, but used up all 3 plus the 2-minute warning. And on 2nd and 9, a costly pass interference penalty on Trent McDuffie would put the Cowboys in great field position, and they would just run the clock out. And so congratulations to them. They get a huge win to keep their playoff hopes alive. They go to 6-5-1 on the season. They had a tie earlier in the season against the Packers. So, yeah, just disappointing for sure. So, Mahomes played great, but, just after that first quarter, this again was kind of a tale of two halves. It was somewhat of the opposite of last week's game. The Chiefs dominated in the first half. Well, I guess actually it was kind of a back and forth game, which I kind of thought it would be. Mahomes, 261 yards, and Rashee Rice, 92 yards receiving, so he almost had back-to-back 100-yard receiving games. Kareem Hunt, 58 yards rushing, and Isaiah Pacheco in his return, only 16 yards rushing on just 3 carries. So, but yeah, we would not sack Dak Prescott at all. Nick Bolton had a total of 11 tackles. So, but yeah, so, this game started out great, had that interception, then scored on our first drive. That was also just the 3rd interception of the season thrown by Dak Prescott. So, but, yeah, so just have to find a way to, bounce back and stay in the playoff hunt. Houston Texans come to town on Sunday Night Football a week from Sunday, so we'll have basically a mini bye to get to prepare for that game, but it won't be easy. The Texans 6-5, and they're all of a sudden right on. They're playing the Colts Sunday, and if all of a sudden if they win that game, then that game next Sunday against the Chiefs, becomes a playoff game again. So we pretty much have to win our remaining 5 games, which, won't be easy. We play Houston, then the Chargers, but then a surefire win against Tennessee, Week 16, and then Christmas Day we'll host the Broncos and then close out the season at the Raiders. So, 2, you would assume wins right there against Tennessee and Vegas, and then all those other 3 teams could potentially all be in the playoffs. So, it's not going to be easy, but anything can happen, I guess. So, but this was an exciting back and forth game as thought it would have been. So, but we just come up a little short, unfortunately. And some costly penalties also hurt us again. So, till next Sunday, December 7th against Houston, Comics are saying go Chiefs.